The show is called Daddy Longlegs. I played Jerusha Abbott. It's a two-person show. It's actually all letters between Jerusha Abbott, an orphan in 1908, and the anonymous donor who sends her to college. When the anonymous donor sends Jerusha Abbott to college, he tells her that he will never read her letters and he will never write her back. But of course, he does read her letters and he becomes enchanted with her and decides he has to go meet her, but he doesn't want to tell her who he is, so he basically disguises himself as who he really is, which is her roommate's uncle. I know it sounds complicated, it really is not. And he meets her and falls in love with her, and I'm not going to tell you what happens. Music is amazing. A lot of different styles, more folky than a lot of typical scores, very guitar-based. Paul Gordon writes a lot of his songs on the guitar, so you can feel that in the score. Well, one of the things that I think is timeless about the show is the character of Jerusha. She's, first of all, way ahead of her time. She's so smart and cares about women's rights. She's only 18 when she begins the show. You see her age over 4 years. You see her grow up, and she comes across issues that we all come across in 2015. My favorite song on the show is Secret of Happiness, which happens after she has a terrible day full of what she calls petty hazards. She falls in mud, she breaks all the eggs in her basket, and decides that it's really not the big challenges in life that require character, but the petty hazards of the day that require spirit. I think that's something that I need to learn every single day of my life. I hope that when people leave the show, they feel a little bit lighter than when they stepped into the theater. I think that everyone sort of feels like they've become friends with Jerusha. I feel that way when I play her every night. She makes me feel better every day. And then watching two people fall in love, if that's actually what happens in the show, I won't tell you, I think that also makes for a better night.